10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and we're off. Okay, let's start off at the house. I'm gonna grab this. Okay, heart piece. God. So, okay, as per usual, Saku-Racing League, we start with the boots. We need to get, we need to kill Ganon. Fight Ganon, that's our goal. Sir, you are not throwing your bombs well. There we go. Ooh! 10 bombs! Oh, that might be tempting. What does Uncle have that makes him worthy of being called elegant? More bombs. Okay. And $1. See, it would be nice if Uncle had the cape. The cape is a very useful item. Pick it up, please. Oh, okay, I was still on tier 2, or tier 1. Alright, you know what? I have enough bombs that I'm actually tempted to do escape. Let's do it. I am officially breaking into the castle and busting out what would be Zelda, but will not be Zelda. Yeah, with 10 bombs, I'm confident I can do it. And if I run out of bombs along the way, I can save and quit. The map. Okay. Hey, you look at me. These are the sorts of tricks we need to play. 2 bombs for him. Easy enough. Most of these guards I don't need to worry about. Those guys, run right past them. Easy. That guy I'm just going to throw a pot at just cuz. I want to. Dodge those guys, they'll never even know I was here. Guarded, of course, known for being sneaky. He doesn't know how stairs work. Bee in a bottle. No, it's the good bee too. Yeah, worst case scenario now I have the good bee. Okay. Well, you know what? Bee in a bottle means I can go deal with the sick kid in Kakariko. Assuming I don't get another bottle along the way, this isn't a bad call. Don't stop there. I need him to be dead and out of my way. Okay. I need 2 pots to kill this guard. And if I didn't have enough pots to do it, I just have to use a bee. And 10 arrows. Okay. Save and quit. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? We got a bunch of bombs. Oh, the book. Okay. We got a bunch of bombs. We got a bee. We got the bottle that the bee is in, which is potentially more important than the bee, but, you know. And $1. We got $1. And we discovered that our tier 1 tree pull is pretty dang good. What do we got here? $20. Okay. Not that great, but it's something. I have 2 notifications. What could that be? You know what? I should have probably pulled that, but whatever. It's fine. Hearts, I don't need to worry about those. And that's a full heart container. Oh, okay. It is a friend of mine messaging me from the UK. We were talking about movies earlier. And then I had to start the stream. Oh my god, let me through. Okay, what's over here? Heart piece. Yeah, I'll grab that, why not? I shouldn't have grabbed it, but I'm... it's fine. $5. I will have to tell her in 2 hours' time, sorry, I was streaming on Twitch. And if you followed my Twitch, you'd know. No, I know, live events are not for everybody. Hell, I know I don't even like to watch streams sometimes. Yeah, and like, I don't know, I like being able to go at my own pace, pause if I need to, like, do something. You know, that's not a bad idea. I should set up a Discord status for that. Okay, the bottle means that my running into Hyrule Castle was completely worthless. I have noticed you do that when you're streaming art. There's some bombs. The good news is we have enough money for the bottle vendor. And even if we didn't, I could actually sell him the bee, which I may do now that I have a sword. Bottle vendor enjoys bees. There you go. Okay. So yeah, he will give me 100 rupees for the bee, and I will give him the 100 rupees back immediately for a heart piece. Not exactly equivalent exchange, but you know. Full heart container, nice to get. And more bombs, okay. Very briefly had 111 rupees. Very briefly, ooh, fire rod. That's a good find. We love the fire rod. It lets us burn things at long range. Very handy, that fire rod. Now this stream, I am not going to miss the Chicken Lady's hut. I am, however, going to miss the chicken clip. $20. Okay, well. Didn't turn out to matter in the end anyway. But that's fine. That's how we find out, by opening boxes. You see what's inside. Speaking of, what's in this box? Moon Pearl. Okay, that's our ability to exist in the Dark World. Now I just need to find a way to get there. Sick Kid, what do you got for me? 20 bucks. Alright, I'll take your allowance, why not? You're not a... No, that's not a tree I could pull. It's a tree full of bees, if I recall correctly. And heart piece. I'll grab that. Yeah, I'm just 1 piece off from getting a full heart up. Okay, and since I have a sword, I'm just going to do the foot race. Basically, If I have a sword, I can dash through bushes. If I don't have a sword, I have to stop and pick them all up, and that is slow. And it was just 20 bucks, which I guess I'm gonna grab. Save and quit back to the house. I guess we're gonna do the South Shore checks now. So named for our beloved destroyed city in World of Warcraft. No. I didn't play when South Shore was a thing, but I've seen the classic map. So I've been in the city as it used to exist. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I liked when there were some human towns in Hillsbrad. It was a good time. Yeah, nice little farms. One of them was changed such that what they ended up growing was war crimes. Just, hey, we buried these civilian captives up to their necks in the soil. Please hit them in the head with a shovel. And yeah, it is, like, okay, here's the thing, is you do get a lot of Horde players that are like, we're tired of being the bad guys every expansion, and then you get the Forsaken players that are like, oh yeah, no, we're the War Crimes expansion. We love that shit. Like, okay. You can't complain if you're depicted as the bad guys if you revel in the fact that your faction fucking dumps toxic waste on their opponents. Literally engineered a plague. We officially have our Zora money at least. I'm like, it's nice they gave us this sweet little quest line where we have, what's her name? Chandris hanging out with, Lillian Voss, and they get to be friends. And it's like, yeah, okay. I've still worked alongside her when she was doing war crimes, though. You can't paint this rosy picture of what the Forsaken are like to me. I've been there. Also funny, they went back and censored that scene. Did they take out the bash the people in the heads with the shovel quest? Dang! No, not the farm? Right, right. Cough, cough. See, I don't even remember. I don't even remember him calling her a bitch. I remember the Dalaran Crater scenario being censored for that, though. I thought Garrosh called Jaina a bitch, though, didn't he? And then it got changed to... Or no, that wouldn't have even been Garrosh. That would have been one of his goons. They changed it to Bring Me the Proudmoore Wench, didn't they? Oh, Blue Mail. Okay. It has been a hot minute. Also, I completely forget what was over here. It was Heart Piece. Okay, I don't need. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about that, too, is it's a scenario, and so nobody remembers those at all. So it's fine. I should step out, and I should look at the map. Is desert a... Desert is a pendant. Okay. Okay, here's the thing. I can complete Desert Palace, but there are 2 items in it. I can get into Eastern Palace, but not finish it, because I need a bow. Oh, yeah. But, like, when I say scenario, I mean, like, in the Mists of Pandaria style. Where they were, like... Scenarios are kind of more like delves you queue for back in the day. I felt they had a lot of promise. Green Pendant is in Swamp Palace again. 2 weeks in a row. Heart Container, Hookshot, and Heart Piece. Yeah, I mean, they were new, and it seemed like they were going to do interesting things with them. I don't know, if I'd had some say, what I would have done is I would have put some story material in scenarios the way that they had them in Mists of Pandaria in like future expansions. Scenarios would have been perfect for Warlords of Draenor had they done them in this way. If the scenarios were instead focused on what was going on back on Azeroth. Because, I'll be honest with you, the storyline in Draenor sucked. Another bottle. Like, yeah, we could just take the place of, because they've done this before, is they just swap out the player model for another race. They could give us a, hey, what's going on in Scarlet Monastery, and just make us play as Scarlets for a scenario. Ooh, glove. Okay, that's not a bad get. Yeah, Vol'jin was also... I don't think there's anybody who would ever argue that Vol'jin was a wasted opportunity. I am, of course, still waiting for him to come back. Now that we know he's in one of the, one of the seed pods, he's gonna come back. Ooh, big key. Okay. We have one item, we have one big key. What do you got for me? Hint tile, unique items in Eastern Palace. That might be the gloves, which I already have. What's my stun prize? 5 arrows. Interesting. 50 bucks, okay. We have the 50-50, except we don't have the 50-50, because I don't have arrows, so I can't get to the last chest on the other side. So I'd better hope that this chest has the bow, or else I need to leave. Oh, I'm facing up. Oh, I got the key. It just didn't make the sound. Okay. Alright, so I already know this isn't going to be it. This is probably it, the compass. No, it's the map. Okay, I already had the compass. No, I didn't. Okay, compass is on the boss, and I already did get all the items? Okay, alright, I'm bad at counting today. Alright. I have the gloves, which means what I should be doing, probably, is going into the back of Escape. There's still 3 checks back there that I can get at. It's fine. We'll do the desert. We'll do the desert. There's 2 items out here, plus whatever Agena has. It's fine. I should be doing the Agena check after. You know what? No, this is fine. This is fine too. Bombos. Okay. Doing this and then going over to Desert Palace is not the worst idea. Also, there's whatever's on the ledge. So yeah, there's 4 items over here for me to get. Now that I really think about these numbers. What is the Desert Ledge item? It's 50 bucks. Okay. But yeah, no, that's the weird thing about Warcraft, is they always, like, the story is happening, and the whole world is meant to act as though that's the only thing happening. Like, when we know when the Shadowlands stuff was going on, there was a fucking undead attack everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go until I find 2 items, because I don't really want to fight this boss. It's the red pendant anyway. There's our big key. Alright, that gives us access to the big chest. $20, that's 1 item. It is funny though, because like, people always accuse Steve Denuser of having this weirdo hard-on for Sylvanas. Cash requires the hammer, okay. But Steve Denuser isn't the one who made her war chief. Like, Chris Metzen's last action as, like, the creative head of Blizzard... Okay, that's 2 items, okay. His last action that he did as creative head of Blizzard was making Vol'jin war chief, basically, right? Maybe not his last action, because he did that at the end of MoP, but, like, that was a Metzen thing. And then... he didn't do anything with him for an expansion. And then Afrasiabi became the new head writer, and he was like, nah, I'm going to stab that troll and put Sylvanas in charge. But it's Denuser that's the problem? I don't get it. Hey, give me health. Then we run on out. Okay. So as I said before, I'm going to go into the back of Escape, and whatever I find in there, I'm then going to climb the mountain, because now that I realize that I have the hook shot. Maybe. Like, basically, so many problems with WoW that people complain about now. Oh, flute! Things people complain about now can largely be traced back to just the one guy. Okay, now we definitely go back from the Sanctuary. Like, people complained about the Sylvanas stuff, the focus on the elves. That started off with him, basically. I don't know. I've seen videos discussing all of the Denuser stuff, where people had like the weirdest hate on for him, and like everything that people talk about him with this like, people say that Thanos is a self-insert for him, but like, how? He's not the one that made Nathanos important. Nathanos was running around in Legion barking orders at me. I still remember going to do those PvP quests at the towers, and having, you know, just undead zombie archer show up and be like, hey, do this stuff for Sylvanas. Also, let's be extra real here with ourselves. The most beloved Warcraft writer explicitly has 2 self-inserts. And his name is Chris fucking Metzen. I didn't mean to run in the door. And it's like, I love me some Varian and some Thrall. They're fun. They are fun characters. And Metzen even voices them. $20 in here, I don't need that. That's fine. We're gonna go check out the other side. Since I've got the hookshot, I can actually cross this gap in the bridge. Unlike last week, I have early hookshot. It's such a key item that it can actually be, like, the thing you need to get around. There's Quake, and there's another heart container. Because 4 heart pieces equals 1 heart container. Alright, now we just gotta check this room. Excuse you, be dead now. Okay. Bombs. $20. Bombs. Heart piece. And bombs. I should have thrown a bomb at that switch. I screwed that up. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you fall down, the fastest way to go is to just exit and go over here. Anyhow, Warcraft opinions. I got them. God, I also shamefully have to admit I have not yet even begun to think about what I'm going to say. Oh, boomerang. What I'm going to say for this week's movie. It was long. It was good. It was everything you want on a Friday night. No. Oh. Yeah, no, it was 8.5 is good. It's a reference to the size. Oh, look at that. Titan's mitts. Okay. Well, that's our Dark World access. Let's go into the Dark World. See what we can find over here. Yeah, reference to the size of film. 8.5. And here's the thing. It's a little bit masturbatory. It's a film made by a filmmaker about making a film. The protagonist is also a filmmaker. And the movie's about him making a movie. And all of the personal struggles he goes through while making the film, and the effect it has on his relationships, and etc., etc. Bombs and heart piece, okay. And like, it was good. There were a lot of really fun visuals and stuff. Now we have the hookshot. I can actually check what's in Hookshot Cave. But first I'm going to have a look and see what my requirement is to get into Turtle Rock. Quake, which I have. Also, I'm going to check. Okay. Everything but Eastern and Swamp. What the... This is the same as last week. I think even the colors are the same. What's going on? Shield, okay. $50, alright. And heart. Okay. No sense in going over to see what's in Spike Cave. I don't have a hammer. I can't get in anyway. Alright, we're going to Sanctuary. I am officially going to check King's Tomb, I guess. Then we're going back to Kakariko and entering the Dark World. $5. Okay. Poorest king ever. When they say you can't take it with you, they are of course referring to whichever king was buried with $5 whole. I'm a little surprised I haven't found a lamp yet. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm not really surprised I haven't found a lamp yet. Lamp can very easily be one of the last items you get your hands on. Exactly. I have Fire Rod. Yeah, I have Fire Rod, I have potions. Yeah, this is technically doable. Alright, let's go do this. It's a terrible idea. Joe, what are you thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to go directly to the back. I know my stun prize is just arrows. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Those guys are difficult to dodge. I do not have... Whoa. I do not have the mirror, so I am not going after that chest first. It is fine. Hey everybody, please get on one screen, so I can just nuke you all. Please tell me some of you will drop magic. None of you will drop magic. Alright. Alright, we're doing this. We are being cautious. It's fine. Oh, look at that! Full magic. I should have killed this mummy before I grabbed that. No, it's fine. We're going into this fight full magic, full health. Which is good because I have the world's worst sword for it. Not even a bee to shoot him with. I need to drink the red potion now. Okay. Alright. I'm glad I drank that red potion. Alright, that's one item. Skullwoods has 2 items, so that's the first one. So now I just need to go back and find the second item and I can just leave. We'll see what we can find. Oh, man. Mothula with worst sword. Just baby sword. It's a rough fight every time. But you know what? We take those wins anyway. Map. Okay, that's not our second item. We will leave. Ow. No dodging that. Come on. I could not have possibly gotten further down on the wall. Alright, this will be faster than killing them all individually. Probably more magic economical too. I need to check this room. I feel as though Garnet should have an easier time pulling that chest. Or that statue. Compass. Alright. Not this room. Well, for a second I was like, I don't have the mirror, so I should have just let the Wallmaster grab me. But also, no. Wallmaster would take me back to the place I came into the dungeon through. Which would have been over by the boss chamber. 50 bucks. Okay, there's our other item. Let's get out of here. Well, I'm glad we... Ow. I'm glad we sussed this place out. No mirror, so we can't do... Graveyard Ledge. That's fine. Ah, jumping down didn't work the way it's supposed to. Probably my fault. I am, after all, the one holding the controller. Oh, a bow! That's great! I can actually beat Eastern Palace now. I can also do this dungeon. It is a crystal. 10 arrows. Perfect for my bow. Every single digit in my rupee count, it increases by 3. Okay, let's do this real quick. Magic powder. Okay, I like magic powder. It's a fun item. Heart piece. Okay, that's 2 items. There are, of course, 4 in this dungeon, of which only 3 can be in the front area, because one of the chests in front has to be the big key. Alright, one of the items is in the back. 2 of the items is in the back. Big key. I knew it. It has to be. Just the way it works. Dungeon wouldn't be beatable if the big key wasn't somewhere in the first 4. Ow. Absolutely sniped. Wrecked me. Bonk. Okay, I'm gonna run to the end. I will grab the key. Get hit with an arrow that doesn't do damage, but that fucking skeleton. Ah. Another small magic. Don't mind if I do. You know what? The spike chamber here, ow. Not so bad, actually, right now, because when I get to the end, I can just powder the anti-fairy. Get all my health back. This guy needs to get out of my way. God, but yeah, I have neither scripted nor really had enough time to really think about it, or recorded voice lines for what I'm going to post for hopefully tomorrow's movie review. I know that I said at the start of the year that I didn't necessarily need to do one every week, and I have been managing to keep up with doing one every week anyway. I don't know what I got to say about 8.5. Like, I think maybe I just have to say it didn't really live up to the hype, and that might be my fault. I find it's easier now after doing it for a year. I don't know if I'd say I have a system down, but like, I don't know, it's hard to say. I am better at keeping on top of it. Oh no, I hope the map is in the big chest. I don't have the small key. Ow. I'm hiding. No, the map! Okay, you know what? It's probably fine. It's probably fine. The big key might... The big key... Or not the big key. The small key might be locked in the big key chest, which means I go to the end boss and I get whatever they have, and it's nothing. Or it's the last item. We could be fine. I should have grabbed that. Oh well. There we go. Anyway, do I have a system down? I wouldn't say I have a system down. Maybe I've gotten a little bit quicker with it. Maybe. Dying by ice rock caves make people crappy. I get it. Oh no, this is not going well. Oh my god, that was close. Don't give me small key, please. Okay, 20 bucks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even necessarily have, like, a set this is what I talk about in it. You know, sometimes I was like, you know, I don't necessarily talk about, I'll talk about the plot, I'll talk about the actors, I'll talk about the cinematography sort of thing. I don't have anything like that. I don't have a checklist of here's what I need to run down when doing a review. And maybe I should. Maybe that would be easier. I don't know. The fact that I'm shooting from the hip with every single review might be a detriment, but also it's what I know how to do. I don't know. I'm gonna go do the digging game and then I'll come back for the blacksmith. I'm gonna hit that wall. Okay, digging game. Maybe I should set up a rating system? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I almost have something like that when it comes to the, you know, I basically have a watch or don't watch, which is, let's be honest, the equivalent of a Siskel and Ebert thumbs up, thumbs down. Dear God, I almost didn't find that. Okay, let's grab this blacksmith. Yeah, it is true. And, you know, I do wind up rating every movie that I watch for this thing on Letterboxd. I could start mentioning what I'm giving it. Like, I gave 8.5 a 3.5 out of 5. Oh, Master Sword, thank you for that, Stumpy. Please become tree now. Okay, next up, Hype Cave. Let's see what we get. Why did I switch? Oh, I know why I switched off of the bombs to the hook shot. A, because it's my first instinct, and B, because there was a flying guy bombing me. 20 bucks, 5 bucks, the hammer, and 10 bucks. Okay. Hammer is essential. Armed with the hammer, I can now visit, you know, the area over here. I can check the pyramid ledge. I can check the catfish. I can defeat Helmsaur, but I don't want to do that because he has a pendant, not a crystal. Frog has no idea what he signed up for. All he knows is I was able to lift the rocks out from in front of him. 5 bucks. I don't care about 5 bucks. God. Just thought of something stupid. Okay, here we go. After returning to the light world from the dark world, the blacksmith wound up having lived through some traumatic experiences, let's say. You know, traveling to a different dimension, never an easy thing. Especially one that turns you into a frog. He's experiencing all sorts of body horrors here, no doubt, right? So, of course, when he gets back to the light world, he starts turning the shop's profits into a little bit of a drug habit, you know? The blacksmith here. Ooh, fire rod, thank you. Or ice rod. You know, the blacksmith here, he maybe gets a little bit of a coke habit. What I'm saying is Froggy went a snorting. Oh, terrible. I love puns with ridiculous setup. Okay, let's see what your boyfriend has to say. I have returned your beard. They are now prepared to play in ZZ Top. Okay. I have the hammer. What am I doing trying to get out of here? Hammer. Off to the magic bat. Let's see what he's got. Magic bat gives me $300. I'm sure in his mind he's cursing me with terrible wealth, because as we all know, money corrupts. In the Magic Bat's opinion, he's just turned me into a villain. Okay, we are re-entering the Dark World, because now I can do hammer pegs and I can collect the purple chest. I probably shouldn't be emphasizing these checks. And I should probably have gone to the mire area and see what's going on over there, because there's usually an item there. But you know what? Here we are. It's fine. Chicken. Oh, look, the cape! Okay, suddenly it behooves me to go north and check what's going on up there. Okay, in theory... No, I had it! Nah, okay. Those guards are stupid, and they will walk around aimlessly without a thought in their piggy head. God, that was not worth the effort of getting the dash. Okay. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alright, fine. Wait out here. Pick you up on the way out. I want that tempered sword. Russian viewers, get out of here. I did not realize the purple chest would wind up there. Okay. And from there we save and quit, go back to the house, and we will fly using the flute. Ineffective at some... Yep. Cool, little magic. Alright. Purple chest, not quite worth it. But here we are. Alright. We have the book. I have the hammer. I don't have the mirror. I'm going to look around the mire shed area. I know I can get into the dungeon. There's only 2 things in it, though. This is not really where I should be going. Why am I doing this? I should be doing Eastern. Ten arrows. 10 arrows. Alright, I definitely shouldn't be doing this. Alright, okay, here we go. I also should have started off at the sanctuary or the man cave. Starting out here does not get me full health back. Okay, so we're gonna do Eastern, because I know this is a crystal at least, right? Yeah. And in the Dark World, it is not. In the Dark World, Palace of Darkness is, in fact, a pendant. The red one, I think. Yes, I can finish this place, it'll be fine. What am I doing dashing? Just to go up the stairs. There's a YouTuber that I watch on occasion who does basically just all King of the Hill videos. That's his shtick, just videos about King of the Hill. And today he did a video about John Redcorn, who is an interesting character. I enjoyed the watch. He felt it was a little bit strange that Redcorn's character was basically a two-note character. Yeah, he had two things going for him. That was, he's the Native American guy, and also he's sleeping with Dale's wife. And that even after they had split up, he still kept being the guy who's... The affair was still a big part of his character. But you know what? That's consistency. I don't mind that at all. Alright, let's go through here and kill us some knights. No! I'm screwing this up. Alright, give me the compass, I'll take this crystal and I'll get the hell out of here. Ugh, what a terrible performance. I have the hammer, I actually have the ability to go do Tower of Hera now. It will be a pain in the butt to get to, though. But it's all I can think about, so I guess that's where I'm headed. Yeah, no, Hera's it. I don't think so. Like, oh no. The closest thing to something else I could do along the way is getting the ether tablet when I get to the top of the mountain. Dead rocks. Cabbages. And of course, the ether tablet is not on the way to Tower of Hera. It is past Tower of Hera. But I am going to get it before I go in, because it might be something useful for the tower. Lady, come here. I need your healing. Like that one Marvin Gaye song. I've got that feeling. I want sexual healing. Which is a bizarre lyric now that I think about it. Oh, look, lamp! Well, that's handy. It's not useful for Hera, but it's something I want. God, if you are not one who is... Oh, look at that. Okay, well, there's one item that's in the dungeon. All right. There are 2 items in Tower of Hera, so now I have half of the items in the tower. What do you got for me? Hint tile, Tower of Hera, big keys, and Tower of Hera. Alright. Alright, so we found the small key, which means that the big key is going to be in the basement. Which will not be an issue unless our second item is in the big chest. We'll find out. I can't open it, so we're just going to go get this one and compass. Alright. We still have a chance. If the map is in the big chest, then we don't need to worry. If the map is on the boss, then we need to worry. I don't have a lot of other good options here. Well, no, I have Spike Cave. I could do Spike Cave. Oh, don't do that. Okay. Okay. Moldworm, you almost had me for 2 hits. God damn it. Okay, we are visiting the basement because I don't have a lot of options. A lot of good options, anyway. I am definitely being steered to this dungeon by the seed. Did I get anything useful for here? Just the lamp. And that wasn't even in the dungeon. You know what? I don't want to bother with the tricks. I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to get a drink of water. In fact, while I'm doing this, I will send my friend a message. Say, I'm doing my usual Friday race. Usual Friday race. Smiley face. So they know I'm having a good time. I did see that. It looks cute. I will be interested to see. Alright, and I also need to walk it back out. Because with no mirror, I gotta go up. Okay. I need to hit that switch again. Wah. Okay, there we go. Switch hit. Let's get ready to hear a pot. One more time. Let's line up the Haripot. Okay. Grab one of these fairies. Jump into this pit. And then we will hookshot over to the chest and find that we've probably wasted our time. Look at that, we wasted our time. Alright. Well, yeah, let's get out of this dungeon, but not off of the mountain. There is one more thing I want to do before I exit the mountain entirely. I do not have the red cane yet, so I can't do Turtle Rock. Technically, I could open the portal, but I'm gonna worry about that. We're gonna do Spike Cave. Because I'm here, it's an option. Whew. I was concerned. Oh, look at that! Oh my god, it's the red cane. The correct call. Alright. Sanctuary, I guess. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do Mire, I guess. Do I have a red crystal already? I do have a red crystal already. You know what I should do before doing Misery Mire that I'm not for some reason? Buying potions. Oh well. Okay, it's Bombos. Okay, so there are a grand total of 2 items in Misery Mire. Should be easy enough. See what we find. And I even grabbed the arrows. Okay. That was a respectable first room. No. I don't even know that I'd mind if this was Godmire. I wouldn't run immediately to the end, but it would be interesting. It's not Godmire. Good news. Okay, I'm gonna grab... There's a key. And there's also whatever's in this chest, which is another key. Alright. Armed with a key, I can officially go over here. And open this door to hit the blue switch in here. Nope. Okay. Small key. Alright. I don't like this, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna check the cutscene chest. So called because of the cutscene that causes the room with the chest to expose the hole. Did I just say this dungeon shows hole? I guess I did. Told my friend I was doing my weekly race for the night and all she says is neat. I'm like, okay. Okay, look at that, it's the big key. That's what we needed. There are still 3 more chests to open in this area. So let's go get those before we leave. One of them I will switch to the hammer for, because I like doing that. Okay, that's an item. Excuse me. You know what? Whatever. I'll go around. I will go around. It will be annoying, but I'm... Oh my god. Getting shot. Getting shot. So many fireballs in my face. Hateful. I didn't want to actually grapple to something. I wanted to use the hook shot to get invincibility frames. Dungeon is not going my way. There's our second item. Okay. The big chest has either the map or the compass, and the boss has the item that the big chest doesn't. Let's go fight the boss. That anti-fairy would have been nice, but I know there's more in the room, so it's fine. Ta-da! Health back. Don't you do it. Okay. Successfully dodged. Saku did a little guide about how to do that room in the dark, and I'm like, I know the basic moves of it. I don't know that a guide necessarily would help me. It's just, you know... Execution? Ow. Like, the problem with doing it in the dark is I can't see where I'm doing things. I have my strategy down for it. That's easy. Yeah, and the fact that, like, it is a bit of a tricky dark room, and there's just things spitting fireballs at you the whole time. It's not easy, but, I mean, it's not supposed to be easy. This is one of the last dungeons in the game. Okay, I think my best option here is to cape and dash. Ow. Okay, the stragglers I will just shoot to death with bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have 1 arrow left. Compass. Jane's map is in the big chest. It's fine. It's fine. I just had a horrible thought. Okay. Alright, well the good news is I have both red crystals now. So I can go to the bomb shop and buy the big red bomb. I have 1 more dungeon I can do in the Dark World before I gotta start doing pendant dungeons. And in fact, the only pendant dungeon I can do 2 of them. I could do Desert Palace, and I could do Palace of Darkness. I can't do Swamp Palace, and I can't do Ice Palace. Both of those dungeons... What am I doing? Both of those dungeons require the flippers. And Garnet, made of rock, cannot swim. Technically made of rock. She could do that. I'm glad that's the hippo thing to which you were referring. You are probably correct. That does feel like a very Garnet move. Yes, hippos do 2 things that Garnet can do. Walk along the bottom of the ocean, or the bottom of whatever body of water they're in. Mushroom, half magic. Okay. And the other thing is be large and terrifying and dangerous. What sort of bee is that? Regular. Alright, I don't need it. Oh, God. Okay, well... I guess I should do Turtle Rock. I don't like to do Turtle Rock as not the last dungeon, because from there it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over to Ganon's Tower. But I don't have a lot of good options. Yes, and of course the third thing that hippos can do that Garnet cannot do is helicopter shits. You likely do not want to look up what that is. God, and I also don't have a mirror, so I can't even do Swamp Palace doubly because I don't have mirror. Alright, let's get the Quake Medallion out. And do this. Have I killed anything since I came back from the save? Hard to say. Oh, you know what? I'll take those arrows. I was low on arrows. That does work. A hint tile. What do you got for me? Ice rod is... Okay, well that's not helpful. I already have the ice rod. Though it is kind of a trolly hint, because if you really wanted the ice rod before coming in here, you might think, well, I need to go to the Swamp Palace then, because that's where the underwater rooms are. But you'd be wrong. I hate you. Okay. Yeah, I'll grab that. At least I can hookshot stuff. Like, as much as I am missing certain key items for beating the game, being able to use the hookshot is at least good for fun. Small key, big key. Also worth mentioning, I cannot mirror out like I usually do. So I actually need to be somewhat economical with my magic. So I didn't pick up another magic potion, so I just have the one and a fairy. But also I have half magic, so that's not so bad either. Weird. Sanctuary Heart. In a very convenient spot. Oh my god. So Sanctuary Heart is the only heart pickup in the game that fills up all of your health. Well, the only full heart. Basically, there are full heart containers in the game, but only the one that you pick up in the Sanctuary refills your health. Because it's considered like an end of dungeon reward. So like, just like when you beat a boss, you get all your health back. They do that for the Sanctuary Heart too. Oh right, that's one of the great things about the Garnet sprite. She turns into Ruby and Sapphire doing a piggyback ride. That's fantastic. God, what a fun character. Like, I know Steven Universe, it's a good show, you know? I'm not going to say bad things about Steven Universe. I enjoyed Steven Universe. But I know that like some people are like, you know, basically some people don't like it because it's a certain style of animation. And I'm like, well, get over yourself. It's a fun show. Some shows would be so lucky to have a consistent animation style. Map. Okay. You know, realistically, I actually can go do Ice Palace now that I think about it. The lack of flippers doesn't stop me from going in because I can do the water walking glitch. So actually, once I'm done here, I'll go there. I need red cane for that. And you know what, I need red cane for this next room too, so why am I switching off of it? Yeah, I'll do fake flippers off the ledge over on the south of Lake Hylia. No. Go over here. Then I'll be able to do Ice Palace as well. And that'll be fine. But, you know, Steven Universe is fun. You know, yes, it's a children's cartoon. Yes, some of the episodes are very simple. It gets real heavy at times. Now, who doesn't love when that happens? I'm going to set a respawn point here. Lol. Ow. Alright. Bombs. Compass. There's the flippers. And there's my small key. Okay, let's not use all of our magic there. I do still want to be able to powder one of the anti-fairies in this room. No, no, I'm going. Yeah, I've seen some folks who did, like, you know, reactions to the whole of Steven Universe. And, the reveal that happens with... What am I doing? The reveal that happens with Garnet is so good, and it always surprises people. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, it always surprises people, and, like, it's one of those things where when you know what to look for, going back and rewatching it, you're like, oh, the hints were all here. It's like when you go back and rewatch Venture Brothers, and you see all these details that they put in earlier seasons, and you're like, oh, that's what that is. Still no mirror. What the hell's going on? I mean, I guess I don't need the mirror. I think I'm technically in Go mode now, because I can beat Ice Palace. I just don't need to do Pod, and I don't need to do Swamp Palace, so... Yeah, no. We're in Go mode. No mirror is weird. But it's very whatever. Yeah, as mentioned earlier, I watched Venture Brothers, the final episode, the movie. I watched the movie, the Venture Brothers movie, with a couple of friends earlier today, and you know, going back and rewatching it again, you see, I'm like, okay, the movie's 3 years old at this point. I don't know if this is if you're interested in Venture Brothers spoilers and not being spoiled for things in the movie, just skip ahead and, like, I don't know, or mute the sound for, like, I don't know, 10 seconds or 20 seconds or so. When Hank goes to Dermot's place, and there's a contraption on the floor, because he's stolen a bunch of things from the Venture compound. And, like, you later on see that it is the machine that Rusty used to give birth to Hank and Dean, and you're like, that is a detail that you only recognize after having watched the movie. Because you only get that context for them at the end of the movie, in the post-credits scene. So that's fun. That's fun and it's weird, and I love it. The fact that they do things like that all the damn time in that series. Things keep coming back. Okay. Ooh, there's an item. There is, I swear to God, a scene in either one of the last 2 seasons of the show where somebody just has on in the background while they're hanging out on like their TV. They're watching Follow That Bikini. Oh, another heart container, okay. And like it just feels like something that's goofy and on in the background when you're watching, and then after you watch the movie, you're like, oh, that's the girl that Hank thinks is his mother. Yeah. Like, they wind up meeting the girl who starred in the film because Hank has done some detective work, and the Action Man told him in Coma Town that that's his mom. She's not his mom. And in fact, in a sense, she might actually be... She might be Grandma, technically. Depending on how you want to look at it. Key. Okay. Yeah, let's check Iced Tea. Why not? Why not check Iced Tea, I say, despite being in go mode. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's gotta be a compass, isn't it? Yup. It was a bad idea, but I did it anyway. Yeah, God, when fucking the Sovereign showed up at the Venture compound and proclaimed Dean the rightful heir to the Guild of Calamitous Intent in that one episode in season 5, I want to say, he didn't even know how close he was to being right. They're like, yeah, yo, your great-grandfather, Lloyd Venture, started this guild to do good things. And it's like, yeah, and also, in a very real sense, his grandfather was also, on his mother's side, was also the Sovereign. Sort of. Not really, but it's just like a stepfather situation. No, wait, yeah. Yeah, Debbie is technically his mom. Which makes Sovereign his grandfather. On his mother's side. And on his father's side, it's Lloyd Venture. As great-grandfather. You guys were supposed to stay in the corner. $50. All right. Well, you know what? We got all of the crystals. We can go up the tower now. No silver arrows. I don't know where they could be. No mirror, which is wild. Oh God, no mirror is one of the worst fucking things you can have happen. Going into Ganon's tower in a randomizer seat. Oh no. Also, we need to save and quit. You know what? I don't even mind that I'm doing so many save and quits instead of, you know, flying out, or, you know, mirroring out and then going to Light World and flying. There was one seed that I ran at one point where I wound up... I wound up getting a weird glitch in Ganon's tower dashing into one of the doors. And I had to just... It was a hard lock. I needed to reset the console. And I lost a bunch of progress. And thankfully it wasn't a race seed, but it did kind of make me be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna finish this seed. This is kind of like the... maybe I finished it. I don't remember at this point. It's a weird bug. Ow. I never turned in the mushroom. Oh well, turning in the mushroom and getting potions would have been a good idea. Alas, here we are. Anyhow, with save and quits being my only way to exit the Dark World and get into the Light World, it means that my saves are almost always up to date, and a hard reset on the console from a glitch in Ganon's Tower wouldn't set me back that far. So that's good. Okay, let's check. They call this Last Hope chest. Last Hope room. Let's try it out. See what we get. Small key. Nope. 300 bucks. No. You know what? I'm over here. Let's, no. Go around the other side. There is one item immediately in the door on the other side. And if that's it, then I will regret not coming over here, because I can just see visually. It's a small key. I'll grab it anyway. Hammer, please. Oh, as predicted, Taco just finished. First place, of course. Red mail, okay. Butter sword, okay. 20 bucks, whatever. Why are you not dead? And small key, okay. This room is officially bad. I don't have any boomerangs. I have a fire shield now, which matches my outfit. Okay, lack of boomerangs. We gotta do this with the red cane, then. I always like to do this room with the red cane, but it's not usually necessary. Interesting. Oh, look, there's the mirror. Okay, well, that's good to find, at least. Means when I do find that big key, I can just get the hell out. Bombs, single arrow, map, heart container. Alright. We continue the search. Hello? God, one of my Discord servers has a vent channel, and I see somebody posted a multi-paragraph thing. No! Dang it. Going to be interesting to see what's going on in there. It is somebody who I enjoy their posts, so hopefully they're doing okay, and they're just stressed about, I don't know, politics. Let's be real, who isn't? State of the world. Small key, alright. I wonder. God, that was a terrible fight. Just the worst. Alright, what's going on in here? Compass. Silver arrows. 10 arrows. Alright. Well, that means that the big key is indeed on the right side. Part of me is like, would it have been worth it to not get the silver arrows, or the red mail, or the fire shield? I think the answer is yes. I'm gonna hold this wall for a minute while I have a drink of water. Ah, I see. The person who is having issues is actually having issues not that dissimilar to Otto, now that I think about it. Ow. $50. Alright. It's a lot of family owns too many animals based situation. Kara just finished as well. Okay. Alright. Grab a bomb, grab that magic, off we go. Yeah, Kara just finished as well, so that's going according to Cake. There's our big key. Alright. Got enough small keys? I got enough small keys. Alright, up we go. Get that mimic out of my face. I don't really need to collect arrows for this. If I find myself out of arrows, I can just do stun prize. My stun prize is literally 5 arrows. So that's fine. Let's get invincibility frames this way. That's also fine. It's just 1 heart. Sweet. I had sword beams and now they're gone. Eh. It's so useful for Stalfo's rooms. I saw movement over in the race room and it's just because Kara left a comment. How? How? How are you not dead? I'm not particularly worried about powdering that bunny beam. Alright, fine. If these graboids want to play hard to get. Garnet has a whole song about why she wouldn't be dead here. Simply put, she's stronger than them. No, come back. Don't need that heart, but I do need lamp. How did I thread the needle there? I didn't even hit any of those guys. Like, not killing I could see. Not even touching? Very unlikely. Yeah, we'll grab this full magic. Why not? I like having magic. I don't need to worry about those guys, the key they have, or those chests. I'm going straight on through. I will powder these, though. They're kind of annoying. No, Moldorm. Come on. Alright. As per usual, I will collect 5 or 20 rupees from the last chest. 20. It always ends up being the case. I think because, like, they can only put things into the chests that are, you know, logically required. And at that point, nothing is logically required. So, like, it could be something like the bug net, sure. But there's a whole lot more checks that are just a little bit of cash. 2 hits. Very nice. Blue balls, don't you even try it. I will not be your relief for those. Four hits. 5. Wasn't going to get that last one bounced back at him. Don't. What's that you say, Garnet's a meat beating machine? Oh my god, be dead agging him. What are you doing? There. Okay. Oh, I know there was that, it was like a whack-a-mole game, except they... Oh, there's Saku finishing. Okay. Looks like my prediction is coming true. That was that episode. Garnet was playing that whack-a-mole game. Was she just hitting things with a big piece of meat? I am aware of geese. Ow. Pop the cape. I want to be sure that I get him through this phase. Ganon. Didn't think I was gonna get that. Alright, that's Ganon taken care of. This was a pretty respectable Ganon fight, I believe. Alright, let's go on up and hit that done button. You have ended the domination of Dr. Wily. Yeah, in retrospect, perhaps I should have... I could have done Ice Palace earlier. I should have. Would it have made a difference? I actually don't know. Yeah, it would have saved me another trip up Death Mountain. I guess that makes a difference. Saku-Racing? Where are these pulling these words? Where are they pulling these words from? Your uncle believes. Didn't he give me bombs? Okay, like, they're just looking for words to start with S. Yeah, I guess turning into Mushroom would have been a waste of time as well, because they just had arrows for me. And I know it can't have been an arrow upgrade, because I had both of those. God, I just had a thought about, like... Venture Brothers movie ends with them basically back at square one. They have a building back on the old Venture compound. The Monarch is looking to hench them again, or to arch them again. They're basically back where they were at the start of the series, except they don't have a bunch of clones on hand. And I was like... Dean said a thing where he was like, it was better when it was just us living on the stupid compound. And I'm like, does that mean that when this happens, Dean's going to move back home? And, like, he's going to have to drop out of school? Then I realized, no, Dean has a dorm. He can just, like, do summers at home. First sword, almost 7 minutes. Flute, 22.5. Mirror, hour and a half. God, I actually got through there pretty quick. 2 Fighter Sword boss kills. That would be Blind and Mothula. 5 Temperate Sword, 2 Gold Sword. Oh, only took 953 damage. That's a pretty small amount of damage to take. Almost 1600 magic used, to be expected. I love that shit. 48 bonks, low compared to usual. 15 save and quits. 2 minutes spent in menus, and just over 7 minutes lagging. 161 out of 216 collection rate. Total time, 1 hour, 43 minutes, 59.26 seconds. Or, if we want to use actual timer, 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 58 seconds. God. Yeah, no, what could I have done differently there? If I didn't explore the entire west wing of the fucking Ganon's Tower, I wouldn't have had the Butter Sword, and I wouldn't have had the Silver Arrows to fight him with. But that would have been fine. Yeah, no. At the end of the day, I think going to the right side first would have been the better move, but I was tempted by the out-in-the-air existence of the small key on the torch. C'est la vie. 4th place, like I said I would probably get. Just narrowly on Saku's heels. I literally took 2 minutes. 50-50 shot. Close. I mean, here's the thing. The left side has more items. The right side is technically less optimal if you want to maximize how many checks you're doing. That said... You know, it's not about how many checks you can do, it's where is the correct check. So, it has a better chance of being on the left than the right. But, like, yeah, basically, the chance of it being over there is better, but I don't know how much appreciably better. I don't know how many items are on each side. I just know that there's more on the left. But yeah, no, that is our race for the evening. Fourth place, 161 out of 216. I should probably leave a comment, I guess. I don't even know what I want to comment. 161 out of 216. Yeah, should have gone when I got in GT and done the East Wing first. Accurate comment. Alright, yeah, so I guess, yeah, that's where we're going to say goodnight to YouTube. YouTube, Monday for you. At some point this weekend, I desperately need to record more content. We'll see what's going up on Wednesday. It should be more Fallout. God, I hope I have something for Sunday, too. It's a real crapshoot. Have a good one.